Right then, this is a walk around video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 1.6 EX diesel. Quite a rare car, this one, in so far as the fact that it's pretty much kitted with everything you can throw at the car. Finished in silver, with black leather interior. It's got this exterior pack with these bumper extensions at the bottom, hopefully you can see there. Those kind of aero side steps, rear spoiler. It looks absolutely stunning. The video will not do justice to the look of this car. It's absolutely fantastic. The front end treatment on these new ones really is very striking indeed, and subtle but extra extension at the bottom there that you can see just gives the car more substance, in my personal opinion. But the front of the car is very clean, just the odd tiny little stone chip on there, which you're going to pick up on any car with any kind of mileage, but they are very few and far between. Near side of the car is pretty much mirror smooth on the panels there. Full set of Michelin tyres all around on the vehicle, front alloy there in absolutely beautiful condition, and that's the one that tends to take the bashing being the closest to the curb. The panels are just so clean. Near side rear alloy again, no marks there at all. Come back there again, hopefully you can just see just how crisp the panel work is. And if I go back, you get this lovely view, and again you see the extra bumper treatment at the bottom as part of this exterior pack, high level spoiler. It just gives the car so much more presence, it really does. Again, absolutely clean as whistle around the back here. Come around to the offside, driver's side of the car. Just squat down there for you, but the panels again absolutely mirror smooth. Offside rear alloy, again no marks or scrapes on there at all, and then the remaining panels are beautiful. Final alloy, offside front, again absolutely clean. But it really is a car, it needs to be seen in the flesh really, because it's a video, whilst it helps, doesn't really do it justice. So coming to the boot area now, obviously electric tailgate on the EXs. The interior of the car, if anything, is even better than the outside. That's possible. The boot is in immaculate condition back here. It's just beggars to believe that someone just doesn't seem to have used the back of the car at all. And it's a huge boot with those quick release rear seats. Just coming to the back now. Door cards, all the door cards are absolutely beautiful. Full set of original Honda interior mats. Again, just shows zero wear. And the rear seat here, it almost makes you believe that no one's actually really sat on these at all. Back of CR-Vs are commonly heavily used with kids, but it looks like they've been banished from the back of this one. I'm actually going to do the same with mine. So front passenger door card, again all the little recesses absolutely clean. And again, passenger seat, just looks like it's hardly ever been sat on. Finally, just come to the driver's door card. All the electric window switches, electric memory settings there. The seats, footwear is lovely and clean. The driver's seat itself, again, just beautiful condition. So sat inside the car now, engine's running for this section, so the dashboard can be seen illuminated. Dash, again, just looks absolutely factory fresh, looks beautifully clean in here. It's one of the easiest cars I think we've ever had to clean. Pop the car into reverse, and you get that lovely clear gridded parking camera, which you can configure to your liking as well. Dual zone climate control system, all the switch gear, again, kept wonderfully well. Come across to the dashboard binnacle and pan in there for you. You've got 48,971 miles. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Steering wheel just looks like new and feels like new in hand as well. But yeah, it is really very special in here. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack is here with the car, and very importantly, so is the lock and wheel nut key. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V, and it's a 1.6 EX diesel. This particular car is registered PN65YXE and mileage at the start of the road test is 48,965 miles. The reason for doing the road test is basically so that anyone that's looking at this car in an advert online actually gets to see that very car in operation. We're acutely aware of how frustrating it can be to go and see a car which looks great in an advert, only to find when you get there that it's got a fundamental issue whilst driving, which would have stopped you turning up in the first place, or at least you could have made up your own mind on that. Loads of our customers are now travelling vast distances to come and see us from all over the UK and Europe, so the least we can do is to go to the time and effort to do this for you. The road test is also done on these very quiet country roads, very close to our premises, so hopefully be representative of what you'd feel yourself if obviously you offered a test drive in the car. The car itself, I mean, it is, as you know from the Walkaround video, it's an exceptional car, it really is. It's been fully serviced by Honda throughout its life by the same dealer from what I recall. And it shows as soon as you drive the car, because it just feels pretty much as new to drive. Engine of course starts instantly and settles to an absolutely even and smooth idle. No warning lights at all on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car, and temperature gauge is running at a third, which is exactly where it should be on a Honda vehicle, and the car's been running for well over an hour now because it's just been through the workshops. But the engine's a lovely unit, it really is. It's very, very flexible, far more so than you'd expect from a 1.6 litre engine, so don't let that put you off, because it's actually got more instant grunt than the 2.2, and I've had enough of both to now kind of make that comparison. But it's just a nice engine day in, day out. It doesn't frustrate in any way, it's just there, it does its job, and it does it in a typical Honda way, in a very nice refined fashion. That's just the parking sensors, by the way, just picking up on the bank there. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch on the car is absolutely spot on, bite points exactly where it should be on the pedal travel, and obviously bites beautifully as you'd expect. Gearbox, 6-speed gearbox, and an absolutely sensational gearbox for this type of vehicle. I said on many of the CR-V videos, this is a gearbox, given how it feels, it could go in a much sportier car. It's short and throw, it's really precise, got a lovely meaty mechanical quality to it. Honda put a lot of effort into this, and it's a stark contrast to so many others that I've driven of this type of car, where they seem to think it's perfectly acceptable to get away with sort of wafty gear changes. But this is lovely in every way, and I can't feel any slack in it in any way. It just feels exactly as it did when it was new. Steering on the car is really nice as well. It's nicely weighted, makes the car feel nice and solid and heavy on the road. It's very, very accurate indeed, a little bit quicker in rack than you'd expect again from this type of vehicle. Again, I can't feel any wear through it at all. It's it just feels really nice and solid. Track's absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed at any time up to the legal limit. The speeds at obviously which I'm allowed to drive. Chassis, again, what we're looking for on road test actually is just when it hits a bump like the one coming up there. You'll hear it hitting the bump just about, subdued as it is, but what you don't want to be hearing is any kind of secondary noises or chatterings coming from underneath the car, and there's absolutely nothing at all. Ride comfort's really, really good on these cars. This is where Honda excel, because they know this market better than anybody else really. The ride and handling is a perfect compromise between not allowing too much kind of body roll and lolloping about. It controls itself through the corners really well, as opposed to some which allow too much sway. But it's a very, very, very nice car to drive. Brakes on the car, it's a really good brake pedal on the vehicle. I'm not going to press too hard because I know they're perfectly good, but when we did the checks on the vehicle, and it's due to go off for an MOT actually first thing tomorrow morning, they found that the brake pads front and rear possibly would be advised, They were low enough for that, but still with plenty of wear. But it's actually had brand new brake pads fitted front and rear on the car, so rather than damage them without bedding them in, shoving them too hard, I won't do that. Look around inside the car. I mean, as I said in the walk around video, it's in just an amazing condition in here. Beautifully made cars, they really are. No squeaks, rattles, trim buzzers, nothing at all. But it feels what it is, which is a top end SUV. This is the premium end of the market, and it feels like it. All the switch gears got that lovely high quality damped quality to it that you get from Honda cars. Every single thing's working exactly as the manufacturer intended inside. Air conditioning's absolutely ice cold in here, and it's about 23-24 degrees outside today. Sat nav, as you can see there, working exactly as intended as well. But it's just the layout, which is, although it's got lots of equipment, it doesn't bewilder you. It doesn't you don't get in and think, oh my goodness me, I'm not going to be able to use that at all. It's just really simple. The air conditioning is lovely and simple to operate. Dual zone, side to side, auto lights, auto wipers, cruise control, hands-free telephone, and you've got various little menus to go into up on the screens, but they're user friendly and they don't daunt you in any way. Dashboard in front, simplicity itself, nice, simple, easy, legible dials, all the readouts working exactly as they should. Steering wheel, by the way, just looks and feels as new in hand. These are, of course, four-wheel drive vehicles, and if you don't already know, Honda worked out very quickly that most people will be doing what I'm doing today, just driving on perfectly good roads and in perfectly good conditions. So why have a four-wheel drive system whirring away constantly? Because all that actually achieves is extra tyre wear, more fuel being used, and a lot more mechanical stress put through the vehicle. So basically, there's no switches in here, it does it all for you. It runs in front wheel drive pretty much the whole time. Only as and when the front wheels start to lose grip will it introduce the rear wheels to give you four wheel drive, and it does it seamlessly. You just don't even know it, you just realise you've got grip. I've towed caravans across some pretty muddy fields and never come close to getting stuck with one. It's a really good system, and a system we've never put a spanner on, and we've sold thousands of these things. I think its simplicity gives it its reliability, in all honesty. As I said at the start of the video, the point of it is just to pick up with any issues. There's nothing at all. It drives absolutely perfectly. Whoever's lucky enough to buy this one for all sorts of reasons, notwithstanding the equipment and the looks of the car, will be buying a really fine vehicle indeed. And you can really see why they're so popular, because they just don't grate in any way. They're just a very pleasant car to own. Having said that, as always, don't hesitate. If you've got any questions, do give us a call.